Hello and welcome back to another episode of Candlekeep Mysteries, the sealed pages of Verglas. We are the Rollers of Fate. I am your dungeon master. Our other dungeon master, Cisco, will be joining us after the break. And then, with me, joining us as usual, except for Luke, is the rest of the gang. We have Lucky, Ross, Mark, Joey, Andy. Say hello, everyone.
Hello.
Yep.
Hi guys.
Hello. Okay. Yeah, I don't really have too much of an announcement, so we're gonna kick in through towards the the announcements of the show. So I'll get into those now. We have our Twitch channel or our YouTube channel, which is at Rollers of Fate D&D, where you can find all our previous episodes of Eye Observation, Dining Barovia, and Hearts of War. If you have not got in touch with us, please do so at rollersoffatednd@gmail.com. We have an X channel, which is at Fate D&D. Our games sometimes contain some jokes, situational themes, blah 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 blah. If you find it disturbing or anything like that, please step away and come back. We'll probably move on from there. So viewer discretion is advised. Thanks to everyone that's given us their support in terms of art and music, such as Tabletop, Darren Curtis, Tessa Present, and James Webster, as well as ChatGPT and whatever AI we've been using to create some interesting arts and maps and battles. Thank you, everyone. And lastly, if you haven't given us
stuff too.
Oh yeah. Please give us a follow and a like if you haven't already done so. Yeah. Sure. We had Lucky. Did you roll? No, Luke rolled last week. Mark, it's your turn.
Is it my turn? Or...
Mark rolling. Get the D6s, buddy.
Okay, come on, be a 6 again. Keep you on the high rolls. Oh my god, I'm so good at those!
He actually got it.
Why are we getting them now?
Why can't I do that?
Why is it every time when I roll a 1d6, I always roll a 6, and it's fucking useless. We never need it for anything. Like, it's never important.
Yeah. Speaking of which, have you used the ones you've been hoarding yet?
No.
The what? No. I will never do that.
I think that you're perhaps running out of opportunities, or
No. Believe me, there might be a time when we really need them, and then I'll use them. Trust me.
Watch, every time I need to even do a single action, go out, roll, check. I'm going to use my group inspiration to walk out the door.
Can I fit through this door? That could be a real problem for Yagu.
Yep. Indeed.
Kaigu, even. Kaigu.
Alright. Sorry, I'm just getting some
You technically have 2 kaijus now that I think about it.
notes up. Okay, great. Alright.
Yagu
Well,
brick.
without further ado, thanks for everyone playing with us today, and those watching at home, please settle in as we jump in to see what mysteries. Today's gonna definitely be a mystery that we're going to be revealed today. Music. I'll just scroll all the way up. Sorry. Music. Haha! Yes. In the previous episode of Candlekeep Mysteries, we were seeing the epilogues or the endings of some of our characters. We started off with Aki, who found his road once again, a journey that took him to finding new people to follow the traveler. He's reaching his old family who united with him, as well as someone who has been traveling within him. A journey that took him across the land and everywhere. And we'll continue on until we see where his road truly takes him until his end. But who knows? And secondly, we jumped into Ruin, who found himself going back and forth into hell, trying to get as much of Tiamat's money. And he did, he got quite a lot. I think over 300k, was it? Oh yeah, quite a lot. And found himself finding a little place to call it home. You know, his own little lair. But during his little restful state within his own hoard, a bunch of adventurers, greedy adventurers, you could say, wanted to kill the golden dragon and take, but they were mistaken and not strong enough to defeat the golden dragon ruin and the what do you call yourself? I wouldn't say the chosen of Bahamut, but maybe
A prophet.
The new champion of Bahamut?
new champion of Bahamut. Sure, you could say that. But
Didn't
Temporarily.
defeat him, but I think we worried him.
I was gonna say the new son of Bahamut, but
oh, son of
one of
Bahamut.
his like
yes.
children.
maybe. But now we jump
Daddy?
back. We jump back to someone who has not traveled the road, but traveled realms beyond, searching for revenge, but has discovered something more than just that. Harold Emmerfield, why don't you tell us where you are right now and what you're doing?
So, maybe this is like maybe a day or a couple hours after the tattoo from Aki. He'll say, "Hey, thanks, Aki. I'm gonna be taking off, but I'm gonna be going back to Cloakwood if you guys need. I'm gonna be a bit deep in, but
Who's lucky?
I said Aki.
Open your ears, Rune, for God's sake.
Wait. Okay, now Joey's fucking questioning himself. Did I say Lucky or Aki? Damn it!
Ignore
Lucky.
him, Harold. Ignore him, Harold. You clearly said Aki. Rune is being an ass.
We were there, Joey. You said Aki.
Wait, who's Joey?
Mark, be quiet.
What the hell? Oh my goodness! Two of the reptiles are losing their minds.
Anyway, so we're we're.
What the hell? Now are the mammals?
That was actually accidental. Luke, I hope you're last listening to this. So Harold, he goes to where Gree is at in the stables, and he casts on himself Speak with Animals, and he asks Gree, "Hey, friend, I know we haven't really traveled as much as this is much around, but I was wondering, I'm gonna be headed back to a place that's dangerous called Cloakwood. I am perfectly fine keeping you here. I can come visit, or do you want to come?"
Sure.
All right. And then he'll get Gree, and then he'll be traveling with him, and he's not going to use his carpet. He's going to use Gree. And over the period of time that it would take to get to Cloakwood, he would be thinking about the friends that he's made, the journey that he's had, and how glad that he is that things worked out, in a sense. But as he gets back into Cloakwood, the very first thing that he does is that he goes a bit past the site of where his family died. Maybe goes a couple miles like west of it, and he finds ground that's kind of a bit more fertile looking, a bit peaceful looking, which is odd to say considering there are portions of this forest so dark that vampires could even go out during the day and be completely fine under the shades of a lot of these trees. So he finds a spot, and he's using Speak with Plants, and he gets to work on constructing himself a sort of very basic shelter. It takes him a couple of hours, and he hears some laughing in Cloakwood. Some very weird laughter that goes on as day turns into night. And it was a sort of outpost had been here. He takes a couple of minutes to himself. He asks around with the trees going, "What the hell is this?" And long story short, the trees tell of some very arrogant humans that have been abusing animals, basically cutting down random trees that they don't need, basically also robbing people that happen to come by. So Harold makes it a point like, okay, so if I want this to be a place where I can actually basically call a sanctuary for myself, hopefully my brother and sister, if I get them back, they have to go. So, Harold would stick to the shadows and go to this part of the outpost. He would notice maybe about 5 or 6, actually no, it's about 7 humans there, and a drow just playing music for them. He didn't think much of it. Also, he sneaks around. He goes to a window of sorts, and he basically keeps himself as hidden as possible, but he basically says into the room, leave now, final warning, if you leave this wood, you can keep your gold and your lives.
Before you say those words, I will say, including myself, everyone is going to embody these thug-like beings, excluding the. You said who's playing the?
The drow
tiefling?
bard.
The drow bard. Okay.
Yeah, bard. Yeah.
So excluding the drow bard, everyone else can be a humanoid human thug. And I don't know what conversation would we be having in the forest. You see a burly looking one coming in, and he just says, "Yeah, I'm feeling a bit hungry. You know, maybe we should go get some food. What do you guys think?"
Say one of them's a dwarf and goes, pretty slim pickings here today.
No, yeah. You've been eating most of the food. You should be actually the one that should be going hunting.
Yeah,
caught
why
most
aren't
of
you
it.
going out to get more food?
I caught most of it, so I'll be having the best share.
You got most of it because it fell on your plate.
Hey, what's your point?
Point is, you should go out and get more food.
Look, it's not my fault you all suck with a crossbow, alright? Here, you know what? You know what? Borrow mine! Fuck it! Go on! He throws you a crossbow.
Ow. Oh. Never want to be here anyway.
Built the slightly
I want to go.
I missed the person I'm aiming for. This guy might not be that good at hunting. Who knew?
I got all the food, but look at me. I can't even throw a crossbow.
Yeah.
That was a very weak throw, I must give him that.
You see,
On a scale of 1 to 20, that was a 1.
Oh, first
Not a
place
short
then.
joke.
He turns and glares at you.
Alright, enough, alright? I'll get the food, and see what's around, but... Well, if you want to play it that way, and whatever I find, if I don't eat most of it, you can have the scraps. Also,
That's fine.
you bard, keep playing, alright? You see her, kinda... Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. And I mean, just to describe it for you guys, you can get the feeling like outsider to this group, like very clearly trying to avoid making contact with them, eye contact even, trying to avoid any sort of camaraderie.
Look, if I've got to listen to any more shite elf music, I'm gonna just get up and leave. I'll go hunting myself then. Again, giving back my fucking crossbow. And he stomps out.
Well,
I
you're
guess
gonna
I'll
hunt
stay.
twice. Like, can you hunt for me as well?
You'll get what I find!
Well, I'm gonna stay here and listen to the lovely music.
Alright. As you all, before you even step out, dwarf, you hear the voice of this just within the room. Harold, why don't you repeat what you were going to
Sure.
say?
You all abuse this wood. Leave now, and you can keep your gold and your lives. Otherwise, I'll take both.
What's that?
Who said that?
You are not locals or welcome.
Is that you talking? He turns to you, Mo.
No. You're bored. Are you doing a little trick with your little instrument, are you?
You have 10 minutes at most.
I think it's this tree.
It's not the girl, boss.
Trees talk?
Please don't talk, you dafty.
They bark, right?
I'm gonna
I've seen
punch
the
you
druid
if you
bark
say you
once.
come into a pun.
Spread out. Search the premises. See who's around. You begin
The
to
dwarf
see
walks up
Premises.
to Lucky's guy, and just say, "You can't spell punch without pun. Just watch out for that." He stomps off.
It's his problem.
I don't like him.
I don't like him either.
like
He's
him.
always so mean.
He's very short with everybody.
Just like his
He
attitude.
needs the most.
I'm gonna grab the bard and like hide behind her, like tugging on the shoulders of her sleeves. You walk first.
Okay.
You see Harold in your kind of hiding in the shadows, looking through. You see them spreading out, searching where this voice has come from. Make an intimidation check.
Sure. I'm gonna use one of the group inspirations because I do not have. Or
Should we
any,
should we bring up like a bandit stat block for this?
Sure.
public?
Somebody find one and just share it so we all have the same thing.
Yeah.
I might get like a 1.
Oh, there is just
Oh.
a standard bandit
Well-
stat block.
You see
That's-
them very spooked by this, and clearly they know that they're deep in some sort of ancient
I could've
forest. Maybe it's a dryad, maybe it's a magical beast, they are unsure. They are very wary, their weapons are drawn. But there seems to be a crate, a couple of crates that they seem to be kind of protecting, or potentially going to take from here. And you see the guy go, perhaps this is not a good place to hide. Grab the stuff and the bard. We'll take her with us. Smooth locations.
I didn't really agree to go beyond this, so I think we're. Oh crap.
You said you wanted to join us, and now you're having second thoughts. That's not how this works, miss. You either stay with us, or you see little Skippy here? Yes, he's got a little blade. Stick it right into your throat.
That's exactly what I was trying to avoid, hence the agreement. But I could see we're a very mobile bunch of people.
Yes. Let's move out. And you see
And my
them-
name's not Skippy. It's Steve.
And
Skippy.
then Errol is gonna get slightly closer to where this Velthira is kind of at, and are you here of your own free will? No, not particularly. Just didn't want to die is all, and I was in a bit of a bad spot. Okay. Well, I'll have to. What's your name? Velthira? Oh. Errol then. Alright, give me a sec. And then Errol will just randomly, kind of like just basically. And he'll say, right, in addition, any unwilling participants of your group are free to leave your group.
The
You-
fuck is that?
Heenis, show yourself, you coward.
You
Yeah.
really don't want that.
Oh, you don't know what we want. Show yourself.
I think dead ugly. I think that's what it is.
Definitely, I think he's onto something. I draw my scimitar. Shink. Come on then!
You can't be any uglier than the dwarf. Or shorter.
You shut your mouth, you!
Okay.
This is normally the part where I would start picking off, but. God damn it, Aki. Alright, trying to be a lot more merciful. Okay. And, Errol will just walk out. Hello
Oh,
there.
he's-
Say.
Oh,
He is ugly.
fuck's sake, he's another elf.
Look at that green hair.
Like I said, trying a whole new approach.
19 to hit.
I mean, that would actually miss if it was a 19. So
This doesn't work, dwarf.
I've got mine, one, I don't need yours.
like I said,
Sorry.
she doesn't seem like she's willing to go with you.
I don't think she has a choice, and I don't think you have a choice now that you've shown yourself. So I tell you what, I'll repeat what you said to me. Drop your things and get out of the forest that you do not belong in.
Got some fancy gear. Let's just kill him. It'll be simpler that way.
Well, I think that might be a good idea. You see him start to creep around and surround you. The body's kind of taken to the corner of the room, and she looks a bit scared. But then your eyes meet hers. What do you say anything to her?
Yeah, and I'll say to her, well, life's got to be earned. Feel free to earn yours, everybody. And I'll just look to her, and basically, if she can do an insight, it's basically saying, I'm not going to kill you, but you're also, if you can, fight with me. If you don't want to, that's fine. And Errol is going to use his bonus action, his, I don't know why it's taking me so long, his Nature's Veil, and he will.
Your mic keeps cutting out.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that. So
Do
he's
you
gonna
have
use
your
his
noise? You know your noise suppression. Is it on at the moment?
No, it's off.
Okay, that's
Weird.
Oh.
I don't know why it is.
It's been a
cutting
thing
off
for a.
right
It's
now?
been it's been a thing for a while. You'll be talking, then it'll stop for like 2 or 3 seconds, and it'll click back again
I
without
might
any noises.
have an idea of how to stop that. Okay, so I just changed what input device was. Can you guys still hear me?
Louder, in fact.
Better
Okay,
if anything.
so- Yeah, I think I might know what it is. So, Errol, basically, if she had a roll in insight, that she would know that he's signaling, I'm not going to kill you. Feel free to jump in the fight if you wish, but this is escalating. And bonus action, Nature's Veil. And he just said to them all, well, life has to be earned. Feel free to earn yours. And he's going to turn invisible. And he's going to take an attack action on one of the first ones with the +3 dagger that he has.
all right. Where did he
You
go?
get- What the hell?
Let me just add it back in my inventory.
He turned into a tree again.
And, there it is. And I will roll the attack action right now as soon as I get this in there.
Who are you gonna stab?
Uh,
You get to pick.
I'm probably gonna stab the one that tried to shoot me, so Ross is kidding. I got the 19.
I like
Uh,
Fair.
yeah, so advantage.
God, I don't think you can.
Oh my god!
29.
That's
You hit
3
me,
times
you hit me
your
and
health.
all my
Planar
ancestors
Warrior on
were
for some
putting-
reason. No, Planar Warrior shouldn't be on. Sorry about that. So
I
it's
mean, he's still dead.
the
Yeah,
11 plus 13.
Gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like insta dead.
Bandits have
Yeah.
11 health.
So yeah, so basically what you'll picture is that as soon as he goes, the one that's panicking, he'll just get basic. So he's holding the crossbow like this. He'll get the hand that's holding the crossbow cut off, and then the minute that he notices it, you'll just see like a giant red slit hole through his left eye, and then he'll just get slammed into the ground. Basically.
Okay. One of the
And
bandits
then-
falls onto the ground. You see them kind of freaked out, and they just randomly start swinging. No idea where you are. Your next attack. Who you go for next?
hacking up the
So-
leaves. Where are you?
Oh, go on. Yeah.
I was gonna say before he does that, shoot a crossbow at Andy and say, "I'm on your team, Mr. Tree."
You just betray us as everybody.
You pulled one from my... Let's go!
Well, fuck.
It's 5, so that's doubled, so 10.
Still alive.
Well, I am barely alive. The crossbow bolt rams right through his gut. It's like, oh,
Mr. Tree,
bastard!
Mr. Tree, I just wanna join you.
What are you doing? You see the big guy turn around and just uses his blade to cut the neck off the Steve.
Oh, I'm dying. Or,
No.
wait, what?
I'm just lying here bleeding out. All right, hey, bother.
I'm gonna try to avoid getting slashed. I really want to join the tree.
I'll just roll.
So
Hold up.
he'll just say, "How very altruistic of you," and then
What's the damage?
Please tell me it's a nat one.
It's a nat 20.
You rolled a nat 20?
oh my god!
Joey, you're lucky we weren't aiming at you. Not 20, not 20, not 20.
2d6. 8
Imagine
plus...
to lose to a gang
2d6?
of...
I'm dead.
No, if it's a light crossbow, it's a D8, so it's 2d8.
It's a scimitar.
2d8. Isn't
Oh,
it?
no, no.
Oh, scimitar.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
scimitar. My apologies.
Can they
scimitar.
attack twice? No, they can
Yeah,
only attack.
2d6s plus 1, I believe, for
Yes.
the scimitar.
So that's 9 points of damage to to Steve.
Help me,
Stay
Mr.
invisible. We'll all be
Tree.
dead soon.
Help me.
And then,
He's just-
right. So what Errol's gonna do, because he has 2 more attacks, he's
Fuck, he
gonna pull
does.
out his longbow. Still invisible, by the way.
Of course.
He just has a regular longbow because Ruin hasn't showed up with a +1 longbow yet, but I've had a longbow for a bit. So he takes a regular longbow and he's gonna take a shot at Mark's character. That's just kind of been
Sure.
mechanically swinging as well.
Mark's character, what would you be doing?
Probably just stay in the back as most as possible. Try to stay still. Maybe your sight is, on movement. Who knows?
You're a
You
dinosaur.
can't see me.
Ross,
have been, like-
Ross, you're being very
And,
still right now.
Yeah, he's gonna
yeah.
apply favored foe to that. I don't think sneak attack counts, but it's 12 plus 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast shield. And no, he's dead.
Okay, I was about to say.
Mirror, ring of mirrors, spell reflection. No, nobody's got that.
Boss,
And then,
help me up! We need to leave!
I got you, I got you.
Oh god!
do they start leaving? Because that depends on Mo's character. Is he gonna keep swinging, or he picks his friend up?
I have a hit point left. As far as I'm concerned, I'm done.
He grabs one of the boxes and starts dragging it away, away with him, including the dwarven fellow, seeing that 2 of his companions are dead and the other one has betrayed them, and starts.
I'm
moving
hiding
away.
behind the bard.
And then he'll say to you, to Lucky's character, "You don't have to go where your friends are going, but for
Oh, no,
right
Miss-
now, you
At
shouldn't
this
be here."
at this exact point, and you see Lucky's character speaking, you see a liar just
Oh, no.
swing to his face, whoosh, as the bard just knocks him out.
That makes my life easier. Hey, go. I'm curious.
No.
I thought you were gonna say
She
something.
was just gonna say, that one is the worst. He was looking at me very, very weirdly, and I think I'm not sure,
Right.
but yeah, better him stay unconscious and leave the forest to deal with him.
Right. Well, who knows? If he's actually really sorry, he might be able to leave of his own free will. Anyway, so I'm guessing you were just passing through here and you were just robbed.
I'll leave it up to you now. You tell me what,
Yeah.
what the
Okay. Yeah. So
conversation
no
is.
problem. I didn't think you had any more, and I'll just be like, yeah. I was just on my way to Baldur's Gate actually, but I was just thinking about playing some shows here, and I kind of got lost. And, okay. Just look. I have a place that's not too far from here. You can stay there, and we'll figure out everything else afterwards. It is kind of late out here. All right, and thank you. I'm normally a lot better at introductions. Oh, don't worry about it. And I'm Harold Harold Emmerfield. Nice to meet you. Anyway, come on. Basically, as they travel a bit more east, because this was really on like the western part of like Cloakwood, they eventually reach his very, very basic, shitty, like almost like a tent kind of hut that he built within like within hours. And over time, they don't really talk much, but you kind of get the vibe that she's not really much of an outdoorsy person. And so Valthera Duskwillow is a Drow College of Lore bard, as she describes that she travels around as an entertainer. She likes bringing song to people because despite the Underdark, she left for the surface and is wanting to see the best in people. And several other days go by where Errol gets weirded out that she hasn't left, but she kind of seems to respect the way that he's very minimalistic, and he ends up teaching her some things about surviving, basically. And as that goes on, there comes a point where maybe about like a month in, and Errol's talking to trees, and they would tell him that there's something very unnatural south, something that's undead. And just speaking as, to you guys, there's basically a couple of vampires hiding out. Valthera, wanting to pay him back, wanted to go with him. Errol didn't think much of it, kind of shrugged, and he's like, all right, your funeral, basically. And so they went, and I looked up the stats of a vampire. Side note, any one of us could 1v1 a vampire and be perfectly fine. Like, they're not that tough. They're really not.
Vampires, no.
The CR13 ones. Now, 1v1s, yeah. But basically, the long and short of it is that as Errol traveled, being impressed with Valthera keeping up with him somewhat, he kills one vampire that's near this cave, doesn't see two much weaker ones, and he gets kind of surprised. And she comes in basically casting spells like Dissonant Whispers. A very tense fight builds up, and they manage to work together to basically stake all three vampires. And that's when Errol figures to himself that if she wants to stay, that she could, because she's someone that he feels that he can trust. So that's a big part of that one. And then maybe another couple weeks after that goes by, and Ruin pulls up, the gold dragon. And prior to that point, there was maybe three other people over the course of a couple of weeks that were evading Baldur's Gate or were coming up north, wanting to either camp, or I've lost everything in my home because I burned my house down. I'm looking to start over. And so Errol apprehensively, there we go, that was the word I was looking for, would apprehensively decide that these people needed some basic instruction. He would tell them, these berries are safe, you're going to light a fire, don't do it near this area because it's a bit too dry. And over time, he saw these people trying to create a structure much like his. And if you thought from the surface that Errol's was these people's was even worse. Like, not even able to withstand much of the... So Errol took it upon himself to keep being with these people that would show up. And then, as Ruin would come by, after collecting the 30,000 gold, he would give 25,000 of it to everybody. He would 6 other people that were there besides him. He would just drop this big sack. Well, I know coins are not much out here, but people tend to pass by, and maybe you guys could make good use of this. Dumbfounded, they would just simply exclaim that this is so amazing and where the hell did you get this? And it really just blew their minds, which Errol just shrugging, just going like, I don't know, just another day at the office, basically. And Errol would then go back to Candlekeep. He would leave Gree with Valthera and tell him to look after everybody, and he would take his flying carpet there. And while he was there, he would go up to kind of sucks Luke's not here. To the Bryn's dad at Bycroft at Barfire. And he would leave a scroll of true resurrection and a little note since he noticed he was gone. And he said, I never knew your son, but my friends said that he was an amazing man. I know what it's like to lose so much and want it back. This is my repayment to you for helping us out all this time.
When
And
he's
then that would be... Yep.
yeah, when he's reading that, he's just come out of the smithies, and he's hot. His face is covered with soot, and like his hands are like swollen from the constant impact of metal on metal, and like, a form of exhaustion on his face. And as he opens the letter up, you don't know if it's sweat or if it's tears now running down his face, but he looks at the scroll and just stares at it, wondering what he should do, if he should do it, and kind of in that moment just kind of keep it there, kind of thinking. We cut back to you.
All right. So as Harold is basically driving, he gets a sending stone. He's like, all right, well, I might as well check in to see how everybody is doing. Besides Ruin, I haven't seen anybody, as he says to himself. And he'll get out a sending stone, and he will basically give Bruce a call with it. Because I'm not sure if it's like Mark's game of sending stones where they work like...
Well, okay. For Mo, could we for this instant use them like in my campaign where it's just like a normal cell phone?
That's what
In
I'm
this
wondering.
case, for it's
Not
better for
fine.
story-wise. Otherwise, they have to call Joku, and Joku have to call the
Even-
other person, then get a response and response back.
Bruce has the means to respond a bit more quickly as well. He's got a bit more means than everybody else at this point.
Well, before
Yeah.
before everyone kind of leaves Candlekeep and stuff like that, I think an appreciation from the Candlekeep themselves, you all get a strange book, identical books that you all get, and when you open the book, actually, and you, I don't know if you want to, because you want to speak, right? So if you write in it,
Yeah.
the person you write to also receives it in their book on their side.
Ooh,
And
I
then
like
you
that.
Bruce
notice
dyslexic.
Yeah, you could just he's got people for that.
All right.
If it's shorter messages, you can manage that, but you might be okay.
Yeah, so it's like
Then
a
that's
little
cool, then.
messages like that. Yeah. Well, what do you write in
I'm
the
cool
book
with
and say?
Yeah. I'll be like, hello, Bruce, Moonbear, or I guess Lord Moonbear now. I hope you're well. I just got back from Candlekeep. I left a scroll Bycroft, just in case if you wanted Bryn back. I hope you're well, because it seems weird. I've been meeting people in Cloakwood. Apparently they've been wanting to, I don't know, you kill a couple of bandits, all of a sudden everybody wants to go camping for some reason and avoid getting themselves killed. But I wanted to say that I hope you and Nadal are well. And if you do want to ever come visit, my door would be open to you. I've made not a lot, I've made some good friends there. One who I'm sure you would get along with, a drow bard named Velthira. She's very positive. And I'm kind of alright with that. Anyway, hope to hear from you soon.
I'm trying. You'll get a response a bit later, I imagine. I don't know what time this is. Errol
sure.
doesn't
I mean,
sleep
I'm still
after
probably
all.
just flying in the carpets. And then it's like, don't do this, people. This is not an endorsement.
The carpet
Do not
flies
fucking
itself.
do that. Like,
Carpet flies itself. It's fine.
Actually, what am I going to crash into? What traffic is there?
You crash into ruin. He's on his way to meet you. So bam! Oh, what the hell?
Anyway.
The other flying creature in the sky, Ruin.
Sorry, Andy, go on.
You when you get the response will be, "Dear Errol, just Bruce to you. No honorifics here. And technically, I'm just a count. That's what my brother and my stepmother has decided to make me. Doing very well. Lots of work to do. Trying to make the county here at the lands that my father ruled as. Just trying to make things as best I can. Not really cut out for this sort of thing, but there's people here to help and support. And it turns out you seem to be doing the same thing yourself. Excellent. Oh, and Valthira, you said you like that. How much do you like that? Dearest regards, Bruce.
Harold's reading, he'll be like,
I like that. So, how much? He underlined that twice.
and then as Harold is reading that, he's like, God. Right. Give everyone else some bit, and then he'll write out to Dear Aki, I am not sure where the traveler is taking you, but I hope it's fared you well on your journeys. I just got back from Candlekeep, giving a Scroll True Resurrection to Bycroft, and I'm on my way back to Cloakwood. The coordinates, if you work in those with the travelers in the very western part, and you would see a set of coordinates. That's where I'm setting up my home, and apparently a lot of other people too. Well, if you call half a dozen a lot of people, the whole weird lot of them, they can't really start a fight or save their lives sometimes, but they genuinely want better. I've made some new friends. One of them is Valthira Dusk, a very, very jolly sword. Reminds me of some of your folks. Anyway, my door is always open to you if you happen to by. Harold Everfield.
If he's signing them. Your friend.
So did I.
But Aki's reading this. Reading this, going, more coordinates. Okay. We'll say this. We'll say Aki's sitting cross-legged underneath the first of the road shrines he's managed to create to the traveller outside Westgate. And this handwriting is hard to read. Dear Harold, I don't know if I spelled that right. Sitting under a tree now, thinking of you. I don't know how to write. Knowing. Does it sound like my voice? This is strange. I was thinking of creating some more shrines along the road to the traveller. Maybe one outside Cloakwood is the way to go. It would get me there faster. Maybe it would also filter a few people further down the road and out from underneath your feet. I know you don't love strangers and new people. Probably en masse.
Oh, no.
So, got a girl now, huh?
Priorities, same question. Same big question.
This is you can't just brush over things like this. This is important. I'll be there soon. Maybe you can introduce us. Aki Trailblazer is by far and away the biggest thing that he writes down. and a little drawing underneath.
I'm literally had nothing but the most of just a homeschool education, and somehow this handwriting is even savager than mine. You are truly impressive, Aki.
But the implication is that there's a pen. There won't be a pen. You'll have lost the pen. He's doing it with whatever he's got.
How does Zaki save all that crap and can't save his pen?
Because he's a carny. He saves useless shit, and all the good shit disappears. Yeah.
And Harold will begin writing out to Yagu.
Before you can write to Jagu, you already see you got a note from Jagu.
Oh, sure.
Hey Harold, how hard is it to get one of your portal guns, and how hard is it to use it? Asking for a friend.
One of these was handcrafted to me by Dr. Hugh. The planes that he used to get this material, he won't tell me. He still hasn't told me. So that's also beyond me, my friend. In terms of that, though, while I have you here reading this, I want to tell you, I'm coming back into Cloakwood. I'm at the western set of the woods at these coordinates. There are some people coming along. I'm sure you would like them. I'm sure they're confused and lost as the random weirdos, including myself, that used to come into your lake. There's a bard there who is very, very lovely to have around. And with that in mind, feel free to come by. I hope you and your siblings are doing well. Also, side note, Dr. Gret, good luck finding it. He usually tends to travel everywhere. If anything, Aki's probably going to have a chance. Harold Emmerfield.
You'll get eventually back. Thanks for quick responses, by the way, 3 weeks later that you get this answer back.
Okay. And he would write a certain note for Ziggy, just telling him a lot of the same stuff, and that, yeah, you know, she kind of has a lot of the voice, but in a different way compared to you. But I'm sure you guys will get along here. These coordinates, if you ever do feel like coming by at any point, you would be welcome here. Just tell them that you know me. And then signed Harold Emmerfield. And then he would write to Ruin even. He'll be like, I know I literally saw you like maybe a couple of days ago. I hope you're enjoying your newfound gold. Thank you for compromising, by the way, on the price change. That really did come through for a lot of the people that are coming by. You've technically met Velthier already, as I've told you. Again, also, and then he'll write in parentheses, thank you for the ring, by the way. But I never gave you really the coordinates of where my home is so far. It's not much, but you really are a perplexing person who I hope that I can call a friend. Anyway, here are the coordinates to basically my house. Try not to scare any of the locals. If you do, come. Signed, Harold Emmerfield.
Rune will reply back.
Yep.
You're welcome for the ring. What do you mean positive? Is she nice? And then last of all, he'll put, I thought we were already friends.
Just to add to
How
that,
do
Joey.
how do these books work? I mean, is he writing is he writing the recipient's name so it goes to that person, or is everybody seeing everybody's messages?
I mean, everybody's
One check in the group chat.
It's a group chat!
It's a group chat!
I mean, you can have a
I'm
page
a
for a
group
group
chat.
chat if you want to, but it's mostly once you think of the person you're writing it to, that
Yeah.
person book, it's written in
Okay.
there, and they are aware that a message has come through, so they can read it. But you can also have a group chat one if you want to.
I think
And
I like
then-
I like the one way version, to be honest. I think that I
like
don't know why I
both.
like that better. They're both good, but
I mean, it's up to you guys. If not, if it is possible, group chat version. If not, then it doesn't open.
Joey, just to add to all this, Luke has said his response is Ziggy would, "You've replaced me? I'm your bard, Herald." Full stop.
Oh my god, he actually said. And reading that from Ziggy, he'll be like, he'll see when you get, he'll say to himself, you'll see when you get there. And then seeing what Ruin wrote, he'll be like, well, maybe I'm being a bit unfair. And I'll remedy that later. And then he'll close the book while the carpet is sunrise. Oh, you know, it's been a hot minute. I'm gonna take a nap. And then Harold will take a short rest. Part of his ranger abilities is that he can remove a level of exhaustion with a short rest. So he's gonna do that.
When you stop writing, you hear like a distant rumbling rain and thunder coming across the forest itself. Good night. And within that storm itself, when you close your eyes to kind of meditate, all these messages that you've been sending around, you then hear a message in your head. It is your sister. There are several messages to you, so I'll just play in one long message in ascending.
Sure.
She says, "Dear L, if you receive this message, know that there are things and greater evil at work that I am part of and cannot stop. D is lost. He will never forgive you. And it may come to that we may never be a family again. Even though that you may want it, and maybe I want it too. It's a risk that I'm sending you this message, and I am for certain he will find out. And before you find me, I may be already dead. But just know this. That I love you. And I love Dee. And I am sorry that things had to turn out this way. And things happened to our family this way. I don't blame Mum. Even though I want to, I don't blame her. And I don't think you should too. You need to stop. You need to stop chasing me. You need to stop chasing us. You need to forget about the phase. Just live your life now. I wish things could be different. I love you, Elle. Goodbye. And that's the message that you get. You can respond to it if you want to say anything.
I can. I love you too. I've never held anything against you or Mom or Dee. I get that he has so much rage. I still do too, if I'm being honest. But I've always been a bit of a stubborn kid, Mel, dear sister. I lost everything when both you and Dee were gone to Mom and Dad and Sage and Rio. But I've come to learn a lot in these past months, this almost year, even when I first met some people who are important to me as well. I think love is more than just saying I love you, I'm sorry. It's something that's not measured, something that persists. So you and I both have a very long time to figure this out. And we'll figure this out. But I hope we can see each other again. Even if it's not the same, that it'll still be worth being around. Thank you for still saying I love you, because I love you too, and I love Dee too. See you soon. And that's the end of it. And then Harold is like, right. Okay, maybe I've been playing domestic a bit too long. Oh, fuck. And then as Harold starts to ride back, eventually makes his way into Cloakwood, and with a bit of a somber face, his hut a bit bigger, having some windows, lace curtains, which he was very much against, by the way. Started feeling a bit more like a home.
Lost that argument.
He's lost several. With Valthera saying, "Hey, so good to see you. Welcome home." I did. Oh, you okay? Yeah. I had a bit of a hard drive back. With the carpet. Everyone doing well? Yeah. We were thinking of renaming here. Naming the place. Yeah. Especially it helps since there have been these construction workers that have been coming by that said they represent a friend of yours, someone called the Moon Bear Estate now? Oh, yeah, that's a friend from work. You'll meet him eventually. He's a good friend of mine. So anyway, any ideas? Well, I was thinking of some, some like Host Hollow, but there's one that's really in my mind. Oh? Yeah, it's gonna be weird to spell out, but I'm thinking of naming it Emerith. Emerith? So, it's basically spelling out EMETH. And, she's like, yeah, I even made a sign. And this is cute little, homemade wooden sign that's not much. And it's saying, welcome to Emerith. Emerald breath, where one can take a fresh breath, even in dark times. Oh, that's very cute of you. Anyway, I'm gonna be gone for a bit in the months to come. I think there's still some months left. Oh? Yeah, that thing with my brother and sister I told you about, maybe a bit of a time back, that might have to come up along with some other things for my friends. Is there any way... Actually, you know what? No, it'll be good. You get to see some of your friends again, see the world again. It'll be nice. Can I come? No. But come on, I helped you out with those vampires. No. You see, you struggled with a vampire. Trust me, it's better if you don't. Besides, somebody's gotta look after the gaggle of idiots outside, as you'll see a gnome, tilling the field, noticing, one of his tills is off. He's like, God damn it! And he has to fucking start over, basically.
Albatross, what are you doing here?
And then he's like, you see? I see your point. Well, you still got a bit of time, right? So we'll just make the best of it. Yeah, we certainly will. Thanks, by the way. For what? For, sticking around. I didn't really agree with a lot of what you did with the place at first, but it's got its own little charm to it. Told ya. Yeah. And as the sort of fire goes on, there's maybe some construction work or something else. They just sort of just sit there and enjoy their time together for that night. as it almost seems like it's not just Errol's hut, it's hers as well, you know.
Very nice.
As Errol contemplates how exactly he's going to try to research Faye and how exactly he's going to talk to his brother, thinking about his own rage that he's had for so long and the gaggle of people in his life that he came across with the caravan, remembering them fondly and how he doesn't have to be stuck in that. He feels that was the greatest effect of all meeting all of them. And he goes to them two literally right next to each other.
Should we fade to black? Is that what's going on here?
I mean, I wasn't going for the fade to black.
That's a good idea.
You guys, yeah.
Was there anything else Harold wanted to accomplish before I say more about what happens?
So the only other thing is Harold's like, oh, by the way, maybe even before that, I meant to rewind. While I'm gone, there's going to be some things I'm going to leave with you. I should be fine without these. Errol's going to take out that he got from when we were in Avernus. He'll be like, here, you take this. He'll pull out a spare set of studded leather armor. And the Pearl of Power that he had, he basically takes the time to unattune to it, if I remember how attunement works. If not, he's just going to leave it with it. He's going to say, here, this is a Pearl of Power also. It's not much, but I'm hoping that plus the 25,000 gold that you have is enough to make things work. And then she says, oh, well, you sure you're not going to need any of it? I mean, I've got great lute playing skills. I'll be more... Just take it. It'll make me feel a lot better about all of this. Besides, you're at least good with daggers. I mean, yeah, but... So, here. And so that's the only thing that's left. Leaving some of Errol to
Okay.
explain why she has them.
What transpires for you, Harold, is after a year has passed. You travel east of Faerun. And as you do, sorry, I pressed play on something but it didn't play. 1 second. Dark Storm as well. Yeah, I've lost it now. Okay, this one. You're passing through some dark, thick wooden forests. You're in your cloak. It is raining here and stormy, just the same night that you got a message from your sister. But you are now east, beyond the continent of Faerun itself, and into the continent of Thay. You look to your left and your right, and you see other cloaked figures. Then you know who they are, surrounded by your friends once again. Bruce, Aki, Yagu, Ruin in his paladin form, and Fiona, Ziggy's friend. You find yourself approaching the end of the forest, and there you see in the distance the towering city of Fays. And right at the precipice, the top of the thing, you see a flat kind of surface where you look directly up. Make a perception check.
Okay, perception. And is it okay if I use a group inspiration just to be safe?
Yeah, go for it.
I think I've used 2 so far. That is a terrible score. 22.
22? That's
Yeah.
more than enough. with your keen elven eyes, you look very, very closely, and there you see someone standing right at the top, looking over the whole city. And his eyes meet yours, even in this great far distance. You sense he is looking at you, and you are looking at him, and then you hear the words in your mind. Welcome home, El. Come now. Give your life to the Thay, like you should. It is the first time you're hearing this voice, but you are certain this is Sastan calling you, beckoning you to come to him. As the gates of the city open up, and as they open up, you see the horde of undead marching out towards you and the forest itself. You look to your friends, and you know this is going to be a journey, a fight to get to the top. Is there anything you say to them?
Thank you guys for being here. In that case, let's go get my family back.
We've killed dragons. What's a few zombies?
You're still paying for dinner tonight, though, Harold, right?
Sure.
And dessert.
Oh, yeah, that one too.
We'll... Sure, why not?
And he rushes forward instantly.
The ruin's right behind him. Save some for me!
And as you march forward, we will stop there, and that will be a one-shot, potentially, for another time, to see what happens then. Alright, let's move on to... is there anything else you wanted to conclude with, Ruin, or is Harold, with anything? Or is that
I guess the only thing left is probably at that point, prior to this, you would maybe see I guess it would show like the bit of Emerith growing a bit bigger. Maybe an inn has been established at this point, and you'll see Velthira and a garden that she made, that she wanted, and you'll see if you look at her left hand that same ring of the sea that was made out of the jewel of the sea on her left. That's all I wanted to zoom in on.
Well, damn.
Well, we'll revisit that when we do the one shot as well. We can maybe conclude that. That'll be pretty cool. All right. Now we move on to moon bears. All right. Let me see if we can.
Thank you, Mo. That was actually really fun. Thank you for.
That was really nice.
Entertaining me.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick. The big clock in the house of the Moon Bear estate, the Lockwood estate, ticking away as Bruce, why don't you tell us where we find you and where do you want to start, really?
Well, one thing that he would have done, it was way back as we're leaving Candlekeep. He would have picked up Imini.
Okay.
Because he made a promise to Imini that he would try to find a means to undo the curse that she'd found herself in, this doll's body that her soul has been bound to. Whether or not he manages that is another matter entirely, but he promised he'd try. So he's brought her along to... I'm calling it Lockwood Keep now, since it's been fortified quite heavily. The actual manor is now more of a castle. So it's not massive, but certainly far more defensible than it was prior. So this is what I've got written down here. Bruce Moonbear returned to the Silver Marches to take his place as the Laird of the Lockwood lands, and to give the Dahlia the home she had never had. He made sure to stop in Neverwinter to see his stepmother Esmeralda and stepbrother Toby, and introduce the new member of the family to them. So would it be okay if we were in Neverwinter, just arriving at Neverwinter first?
Yeah.
So Aki would
Aki's
also
with
be
you.
there too.
Yeah.
Yes, he would have been.
Okay.
So we've arrived in the city, and we're just walking, taking our time to get to their home. And Bruce is looking a bit more nervous about this than he initially seemed, as he gets to the door and hesitates slightly.
You see, as you reach towards the door, Idalia kind of holds your hands and just... It's okay now. You'll be okay.
I know. I told my stepmother that I probably wasn't coming back. I didn't think I'd make it to the door again. That's right. You're right. I'm being silly. And he then raps on the door.
As you are just about to hit the door opens.
And I nearly punched the person who opens the door.
Yes, yes, it's Alfred. Alfred Copperworth is there as he opens the door and goes,
Oh, Alfred!
Master Bruce, hello there.
How on earth did you... How did you know... Did you know we were at the door?
Oh no, sir, I was just about to throw the rubbish away.
Oh, for a second I thought you were a psychic or something.
He raises one of his eyebrows.
It's good to... of course. It's good to see you again.
Likewise, sir. It's good to have you back. I see that you've brought your friends. And someone... And you...
Yes. You know Aki, my brother. This is Nadalia Lockwood.
Dahlia Lockwood. How do I refer to her, Master Bruce? Mistress
Well,
Lockwood, but we already...
I turned to Nadalia and said, well, how would you like to be referred to?
Natalia's okay, you know? Yeah. You see him struggling. He's like, perhaps we can discuss this another time and create a formal greetings for you, ma'am. I'll call her ma'am for now.
I'll turn to Nadalia, presumably as he turns around to walk away, say, he's a stern individual, but he's a very kind soul.
I'm loving this already. I can't wait to meet Esmeralda and what was your brother's name again?
Toby. He's a bit
Toby,
younger than you.
Toby, right? Yeah. Wait, does that mean I have a little brother? Wait, what does that mean? Is he?
He's my stepbrother. Esmeralda married my father.
Maybe I'll
after
just
my
call
mother
everyone
passed.
by their first name. I think that would be easy, because then it just gets real weird.
We've a few things to figure out, but there's no rush, is there?
No, there isn't. Come on, Aki, let's go inside.
Right.
Alright, we'll head in.
As you run in, immediately running down the steps, it's Toby, and he goes, oh, Bruce! And just kind of jumps on you, kind of tries to spear you to the ground. And he hugs you. Mum
I
said...
catch him, I kind of scoop him up.
Mum said that we'd probably be a very long time we'll see you again. But you're here. You know, it's so good that you're here because I've been trying to teach Alfred how to play, and train me like you, but he refuses to do so. And when he does, he you teach me, and he's kind of more strict to the point and stuff like that. And
He would be.
Yeah. And it's kind of boring, you know. So. Can you teach me? Can we go now?
Maybe not right now. I actually came back to introduce someone to the family, in fact.
Is this
And I'll put him on the
is this
I'll
Toby?
put him on the ground.
Hi, Toby.
I turned to Nadalia. I said, Nadalia, this is Toby. Toby, this is Nadalia Lockwood.
He looks right up at her. She kind of keeps herself kind of standing, but then she kind of shrinks herself down, coiling herself, and then she kind of goes, "Hello, Toby. I'm Natalia Lockwood. I don't know. I guess we're family." And
Certainly hope we can be.
Toby kind of looks towards you and her, and he's a bit confused and like, and she goes, "You know what? Um, let me meet your mother, and then, Bruce has been training me a little bit too. Maybe we can go back in the yard and have a little fun with the sticks." Because he doesn't really like me using real blades, he thinks I can't handle it. He said the same thing to me. He said I can't, you have to start with the sticks. I know, but...
Train with the sticks. Train with training weapons. Use the real thing when you need to use them.
They both look at you and just kind of nod, but you know that they're not really nodding. They're just in their head. They're shaking their heads. And then you hear.
Aki's standing behind them, both doing the same thing. Mhm.
And
I look at Aki with this look of betrayal, like, Aki, what the hell, man?
and then you hear Esmeralda's voice, Bruce, and her shock in her face.
Hello, Esmeralda. I may have been wrong from what I said before.
She comes and gives you a motherly hug.
You'll hug her back.
She kind of pulls you away, kind of grasps your face.
I'm fine, honestly.
Is it over?
Immediate problems? Yes. Toby, why don't you show Nadalia... Actually, before you go, Esmeralda, I'd like to introduce you to Nadalia Lockwood. Nadalia, this is Lady Esmeralda.
Lady Esmeralda, it is so nice to meet you. Bruce talks about you and Toby all the time. So you are the one that my son has been searching and chasing for all this time. Natalia looks towards you and yeah, I didn't really want him to go through so much, but he did. I owe him my life. I think everyone here owes him his life, our lives to him. In one way, shape or another.
That's an exaggeration, surely.
Bruce, you were torn away from your family. This is what Esmeralda says. That won't ever happen again.
Toby, why don't you show Nadalia around? Show the grounds, show the house.
Oh, yeah, sure, come. He grabs her hand and kind of pulls her, and she kind of slithers away with him into the back. And then as you kind of stand there, you look to your side and you see Alfred there. Tea, sir.
I would love some. He'll turn to Esmeralda. He takes up a cup. Says, "Esmeralda, I wasn't torn from my family. I wasn't. I left. Honestly, I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea about me.
wrong idea? What do you think?
Look, when I was 12 years old, I left. I ran. Went on the road for over a decade. I couldn't stay with my father. Wasn't torn away. Is that what he told you?
He regretted the moment you left. But he left you to do what you needed to do. But know this, Bruce. If you were still alive, oh, he would know that you would have done the Lockwood name proud. The family proud. He was always proud of you. And I don't know much about your mother, but she was a warrior. And
She
you
was.
are a warrior. Through and through.
It's very kind of you to say. I just did what I had to, and turns to Aki and says, couldn't have done it alone. I'd probably in a ditch somewhere if I hadn't met him in that god's-forsaken prison. That's a story for another time.
She kind of quite eyebrows raised. Prison. Okay. She turns to Aki and says, I think I thank you. I wish I could thank all your friends that would be here and stuff, but it seems you're the closest one to him. Thank you for bringing him home.
No need to thank me. We're all fighting for each other, not for gratitude or thanks or fame. Some of us maybe for a little money, but nobody in this room.
Well, I think we don't. We can talk more over some expensive wine, if that's okay, Alfred. Of course, my lady. And she escorts you into a room where you all kind of sit down for a bit, enjoying drinks and talking about what had somewhat transpired and moments of you and or the party had gone through in life. And
He would like to tell her some ideas he has for when he gets home. If that's alright, then you can continue what she says to Aki. Is that alright?
Mm-hmm.
Lady Esmeralda, when I return home, of course, you have my loyalty for as long as I am alive. Toby will be the Lord Lockwood. But I think it would be easier if I suppose, establish my own cadet branch of the house. Own branch of the house. Called the Moonbear Lockwoods.
I like that.
And obviously, his title is that of Lord. I suppose whatever would be appropriate for me, Count or something. I have no idea. I honestly don't care that much. But there are I have ideas for what I want to put forward in the county back home.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Things that my father would not be proud of. I want to make that abundantly clear. But
your father was a proud man, and he had his ambition and his vision. But now, vision and ambition change from generation, from family, from time to time. And I think he would be proud of whatever you do with for his name. As long as you do not, drive it through the mud, as we say.
no promises. Or at least what he would define as through the mud.
You see her there solemnly kind of thinking about your father missing. Something that you haven't really thought about him for a while through this journey after his
Haven't had,
passing.
yeah. Haven't had a chance to.
What do you think he would have been saying to you right now if he was alive, Bruce?
Probably something like, "You were gone for a long time. I hope it was worth it. You sure that's the shirt you want to wear? Oh, stand up straight, boy."
He told me. I still don't understand why you were wearing pink. It was so bright at the auction. It was a bold choice.
That's what he's focusing on. That's what he focused on.
Yes, he was very. After the whole conversation, he just had to mention it. He avoided mentioning it, but when we were on the ship going away, he just wanted to know if this was a new rage, you know, something new going around with the youths. Something
Rage,
that
rage was definitely part of it. Trust me. Would you believe me if I told you a fairy did it?
Well, yes, of course I would.
A fairy did it. Aki, back me up, please. Oh God. He still remembers the pink shirt. She's like, "Oh my God, the pink suit." She's like, "Oh dear goodness me."
Remembering he's in fine company, Aki's doing his best not to laugh and shoot food out between his teeth, so he's got one hand over his mouth, and he's not talking.
Oh, thank you, Aki. Wonderful. Great. Throw me under the back of the carriage up over me, why don't you? No, it's that conversation was a minor miracle in itself. Let me tell you. I don't think I've ever seen him back down to me before. Not once till that moment.
Speaking about your father, there have been a lot of mails coming from his associates that he had continued business with. I have taken care of some of them, but there are a few that are more challenging. I'm not too sure if you wish to look into those as well while you are at the estate, but I think it would be nice to also be part of his legacy a little, if you wish to. Obviously, when Toby grows up, he will take over everything of your father's. But I could do only so much with just his name.
I would be happy to.
Really?
I would be happy to. Would you like to do it here, or I can do it when I return to
Well,
the estate?
I'll tell Alfred to give you the documents and the contact information of those that need to be contacted.
That would be best. We turn to Aki again. We're taking the long way back home, and not a time for work until I get there.
All right.
By the way, you might want to check the armory on occasion. And Toby is quite insistent he train with actual weapons, not the blunted ones or the training ones.
All right.
The real ones are for forms and such, but not for actually engaging in a sparring match.
He aspires to be a lot like you, but
That's a dreadful idea.
yes, not a dreadful idea, but I don't think.
Do you know how often I've been stabbed
Yes,
and burned and blown up?
Aki's walking to the other end of the table to grab something. He puts one heavy hand on your shoulder and goes, "Oh, get over it already."
Don't get over. I don't wish that on anyone.
I want Toby to grow up to be a leader, just like your father.
He was at that. He certainly was. Like as I said, if I set up my own branch of the house, Lord Toby, will always have my banner. I'll always be at his side, if and when he requires it.
You see her stand up. When are you leaving?
Well, I'd like to make one more stop to the cathedral in the city, and then turn to Aki. I imagine we'll be on our way. Fairly soon, maybe a day or two, I think. That's the day after. Aki, day after tomorrow.
Sure. That works for me. I'm in no rush.
Well, come
bit of
say
time to
goodbye before you leave.
Wouldn't dare leave without doing so.
All right. I'm going.
I think
to...
tomorrow we'll go to the cathedral. I'd like to go with Nadalia. Aki, if you wish to come, you're more than welcome. I don't know, we're going to hit the town or something. If Toby wants to come along, more than welcome. Unless he's got lessons or something, I don't know.
Cathedral? What do you have plans there?
I wish to talk to the high priestess there.
Ooh, at the Temple of Saloon.
He shows her the ring with the saloon symbol, and I imagine Esmeralda wouldn't know. That's like a sign of like an ordained cleric of this goddess.
Yeah, she didn't know that you didn't take you as a believer, but I've never been to the cathedral.
Things happened these last couple of years. That's why I have Nadalia now, in fact.
Well, to follow a god, it is something that not all do, but those that do, that devote themselves, I guess it's something that also is important to those around you. It must be important to you. So if you need us there, we can be there. It'd be nice, actually, a day out to go and see the cathedral. Yeah,
So
sure.
an open invitation, shall we say?
Sure, we'll leave you to your business, but we'll come and travel with you through the town. We could have a nice dinner somewhere at a pleasant restaurant or something.
Sure.
All right.
Aki, you can handle eating indoors again, can't you? Rather than out on the road.
Yeah. I think we can balance things just a little.
You're going to go on the roof and eat, aren't you?
Maybe for seconds.
Wonderful. I didn't realize you got a cat, Esmeralda. You really should feed her less.
Ah, yes. I think.
Anyway,
I think Toby named her Tiff.
it's a good name.
It is. Well, I'm going. Oh, Tiff.
There's going to be a tiff in a minute if this keeps going on.
I'm going to go to bed.
I'll go get the children and tell them they should probably turn in as well. I don't know if they've. We've been here for a little while. Oh my god! Oh my god! Where are they? And he just gets up and tears off.
we'll continue on to the next following days where you actually go to the cathedral. This is just you and Aki, or you alone. I don't know what you wanted to do to go.
I think all Aki, Bruce, and Nadalia would all go because he wants this Jasmine to meet Nadalia and to say, "Hey, we did it." But he's also there to tell her a couple of things.
Aki will hang back a bit then and give some room.
You know, Aki,
Hmm.
you can fly now, can't you? At least for a short while.
Yes. Why?
Nadalia,
Mm-hmm.
hold on tight to myself and then Aki. Fire up the wings.
I'm new to this.
That's fine. I'll guide you. And then as soon as his wings are up here, we just both fly at the same time. We get sort of carrying her between us rather than waiting for the stairs to come.
Okay. You fly across the city, up into the floating cathedral of Saloon. And as you arrive, just trying to see if there's anything nice music in there. Sure, maybe this one?
We'll say that the wings that Aki manifests are a kind of a spectral version of what he gets when he enters that mode.
Yeah, spectral
But
dragon wings.
they persist until he decides otherwise.
Excellent.
You land at the cathedral entrance. You step into the temple itself, and there praying and holding her holy symbol is Jasmine, the priestess of Saloon at the Neverwinter Temple. She sees you, and there is a... Make an insight check. You can both do it if you want to.
Edoke. 17.
Oh,
24. Both
Look
of
at
you kind of see there is a relief, but also a surprise on her face. She is glad that you're here, but she already had written in her mind that you were not going to return.
Yeah, to be fair, Bruce kind of thought it wasn't coming back either, so...
well, come now, you can't be this surprised.
From what you had told me, and what you had said, I wasn't expecting you to come back.
Well, it wasn't for a lack of trying on those who opposed us. And he sort of pulls the shirt down a little bit, and you can see the sort of the top of a quite what was once a very wide wound, and then it disappears under the shirt, and it's probably from I'd say it's one of Tiamat's claws. I know towards the end of that fight, Bruce took some fucking nasty hits from her teeth and her claws. And this one just hasn't gone away. I just need to put the shirt back up tight. I just wanted to introduce you to someone. This is Nadalia Lockwood. And the look on Bruce's face is just like, we did it. Didn't say that, just that's the look on his face, and she can pick that up easy enough.
She comes over to Nadalia, and she says to her, "So you are the one that this man has called upon the deity of Saloon and got you to return back and stop the evil that was trying to take over. You are the middle of this all. I didn't want to be. I guess, yeah, that's the gist of it.
I put a hand on her shoulder, just to... It's alright, and Bruce will say, Nadalia had no agency in anything that happened to her. Not just recently, but long before that.
When you were searching for her, did she guide you, Bruce? Did you feel her presence?
Who, above game, who is she referring to? Is she referring to Saloon?
Mm.
I think, as one of her tenets is self-sufficiency, she set me on the road, and I kept going. And she, amongst several others, never stopped believing in me. I'm not sure that's the answer you're looking for.
I am not looking for any answer. I just want to always know that no matter what form or the teachings that we tell here, or what teachings that you share, there is no wrong or right answer. It is just a guidance that she brings forth, a light that you follow, just like the moon itself. And in the
An
darkness,
illuminating light in the darkness.
exactly.
It's actually something I wish to bring up with you. Nadalia,
Hmm?
could you wait outside just for a moment, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
You see her kind of slither away.
Won't be long.
Mm-hmm.
High Priestess. When I return home, there are things I intend to do that are probably going to put me in direct opposition with the Church. And I'm telling you this now because I respect you. I fully intend for the people of my lands that I am the caretaker for to have knowledge of at least some of the dark powers that I'm aware of that exist in this world. There will be education for them, so they know what to look for if such a thing were to happen again. There were far too many people that we met on our travels who had no idea what was happening. Tiamat won many supporters that way. And I will not see it happen again. To the best of my ability, at least.
She turns away. She says, she sent me a message. She told me that you would come. That you will arrive. And for some odd reason, I doubted that.
Doubted it myself, honestly.
But she also warned me that there are dark forces beyond the veil of the material plane that are at work. That she or the other gods have no control over. There is something that is wrong but must be set right. Do you know what that means?
I think, he turns to Aki, I think we do. Not confirmed yet, but a being called the Whispered One. At least as a title.
I know of the Whispered One.
No, I suspect it has something to do with that. A wizard friend of ours, or acquaintance, mentioned that a year from now we'll be called upon again to deal with it. But right now, I'm just wanting to focus on today. And also, are my plans going to be a problem for you?
What do you wish to do with this offset division of Saloon acolytes?
I would hope there wouldn't be a division, personally. All I'll be doing is doing what Saloon expects of us. Be a guiding light. A beacon of hope in the dark. Let people take the information as they will. Because I truly believe that people, nearly everyone, we all want the same thing. We just want a chance to live. To be free and be accepted for who we are. As the tenets of Saloon say, acceptance, tolerance, equality. All beings are equal, life is precious, be humble, self-reliant, practical, and lead. I'll lead with hope and example. I will not rule with authority. People will have the information and education that they need, and I'll be there to guide them.
Just be warned, Bruce Moonbear. Through this illumination, and this guidance, that you do not shine a light so bright that you are not blinded by those that may have darker intentions.
Can only promise to try.
Then, I guess you have my blessing if you want it.
He takes her hands with both of his hands and shakes it very gently. Thank you. As I said, this is not a division, and I would hope, sincerely hope, that the church at large would follow that example. Because the current way is not working. And I know that my ideas are not going to be perfect. God knows, far from it. But at least we've tried. He'll let go of her hands.
She takes your words deep inside of what you have said. Looks towards Aki and gives him a nod. We have a sermon starting soon. If you wish to stay, you may.
I think a bit of time before we have to meet Lady Esmeralda.
Very
If it's all the same by you, I'll wait outside.
okay. Aki, when you
You'll
go out,
invite.
yeah, Aki, when you
Carry
go
on.
outside, you see Natalia there, and you see that it's the evening now, and there is this kind of glistening glow of the moon that's outside. It's a full moon. And you just see her eyes reflecting the moon itself. And she's just maybe in a trance or in a state of just daydreaming or something like that.
Aki will then kind of sidle up beside her and give her a nudge. How you doing, kid?
Oh. Yeah. I'm okay. I'm just so curious why Saloon had so much interest in me. You know? And then
Mm.
Bruce got tied into following her. It almost felt like he was thrusted the religion upon him. He needed some sort of guidance, and she was just there.
That's. You could say that of almost any. Of almost any god, of almost any position of power. If you're not looking or willing to accept guidance, there's very little point in listening to someone offering it. But
Do you think she did it on purpose?
I'm not. What on purpose?
She let me get kidnapped so that it was Bruce's destiny to fight the Dragon Queen, to save me, to do it through Saloon. You think it was all pre-planned?
Oh, I have no doubt there was something of destiny about Bruce killing Tiamat, but I haven't seen enough in the world that makes me think this is all happening on purpose. But I'm not one for guessing at people's motives. I usually just ask them, and this is the place to ask.
But one of the members of the crew, the one that talks a lot, Ozzo, he was saying, he was telling me like a story, what transpired when you fought against Grey and all the other scales, and what happened to Grey, and how he got taken control over Bahamut, and he was talking about that this was his destiny and his fate, and that this had to happen for her to fall. Is that not the same that happened to Bruce and me? To all of you? Are they toying with us?
Almost certainly, but I don't believe anybody is anywhere near as in control as they would like you to think. I think it's all suggestion. I think it's all make it look like it was my idea when it happens at random. But this is her house, and they're about to start doing whatever they do on a night with a moon like that. I think this is your best chance at starting to ask that question. If it is a real question you have.
I don't want to. I want to be free from it. I'm kind of pissed off about it.
Is knowing whether you're right not going to accomplish that?
I don't know. No, every time I think of her, she pisses me off.
Why? You feel she didn't do enough?
I think she did it to me.
This plan requires her to manipulate other gods, and that is a very high bar to set, and a lot of credit to give another god. It's very tempting to look for higher purposes and why something happened. Why is the question that will drive you mad. Never underestimate the stupidity of perfectly regular people. Things happen, people are greedy. The simplest explanation is very often the right one.
Yeah. Alright. And then, at this point, while you two are having conversation, Bruce steps out and sees both of them.
We both. Conversation to then is finished. can stick around a little bit longer. They're about to have a service just now. Full moon.
Hmm.
Is everything alright?
Actually,
Oh, I was just asking if she wanted to come in for a sing-song.
I think I want to go actually. If that's okay.
Of course. Not a problem. I will tell Jasmine that we'll just be leaving.
Let's just go
Sure
now.
thing.
Rude just to leave without telling her.
Does it matter?
Thinks for a second. Suppose not. Well. What's wrong with Dahlia?
Yeah. Nothing. It's just. I guess it's just doubts. Yeah, a conversation for another time. I just want to.
Sure.
Let's just get back to the Lockwood estate, if that's okay.
Of course it is. Well, let's get going then. I think. Shall we use the stairs this time? Is they're already there?
I mean, I don't have legs. I'll just slither all the way down.
Jolly good. And they leave. And I'm looking at the time here, and we'll pick up at the Lockwood Keep after the break.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, we will go on a quick break and come back and continue the story. Don't go anywhere. See you in a bit. back. Alright. As we escape the Neverwinter and both all Aki, Bruce and Idalia end up traveling through the forest and heading towards the Lockwood estate. Once arriving there, it is now changed its name to the Lockwood Keep. Bruce, what do you want to do?
Okay, I imagine we just go back to where we originally started, where Bruce has just sort of woken up. And I've got a little bit here. So this is what he has been doing in sort of the county. So Bruce immediately set to work in funding places of education and places of healing that would be free at the point of use for the people of Lockwood County, as well as making the county a place for anyone to come and make a home. And only having 2 official laws. Don't harm anyone, and if you can help someone, you help them. Trusting in the good of people to live well and form their own communities and be truly free. He guided with hope and led by example, rather than rule with authority. For problems that couldn't be solved by community leaders, he had established a militia that became known as the Lockwood Wardens, chosen from among the people not simply for their strength and skill, but primarily their empathy and wisdom. The Wardens could be summoned by anyone who felt there was a greater problem that needed to be attended to. Such endeavours were not cheap, and this meant that the Moonbear Lockwoods were considered quaint, or even backward, by the standards of nobility. However, its people, while also not the most affluent, would be a happy, strong, and self-sufficient lot. Teaching people about dark powers at the cult of Tiamat, or the so-called Whisper One, also became an important project. Letting people know that there are those out there that will prey on people, giving them the ability and knowledge to protect themselves. While some were lost to despair, he took solace in knowing that many more can recognise an insidious oncoming threat, inspiring hope. Despite putting him at odds with the church's saloon, amongst other powerful people and groups, he would not stop spreading this message of teaching, honesty and trust, shining the Moon Maiden's light on the dark. And here's a couple of bits here, I'm not sure what order these should go in. He would also strive to build links with the Elfbane Orc clan to honour his mother's memory and their sacrifice in coming to Avernus at his request. This was a rocky endeavour from the start. His relationship with Chieftain Ranja had not started well, and she was often quick to label him weak at any available opportunity, or to disparage the people of his county. He tolerated this until she dismissed Nadalia as weak, and he took this as a challenge. He set the terms. No weapons, and behind closed doors. Nobody knows the outcome of this clash, but Ranja left with the clan shortly after. Although some stayed, and the county remained open to the clan if they wished to return. With his family, Bruce served Regent Esmeralda and the Lord-in-Waiting Toby, typically advising to assert independence and self-sufficiently for House Lockwood and its people. It also didn't hurt having the Moonbear sitting on meetings of potential rivals. Raising Nadalia had several unique challenges. She had been subjected to, and I may have got some of this wrong, bear with me, she had been subjected to a generations-long curse prior to her enslavement by Tiamat's cult, and would often have terrible nightmares. If at any point will you think I'm incorrect with any of this, please let me know. Bruce also struggled with knowing he had ended her life prior to the miracle of her rescue. Ultimately, he only wanted her to have as normal a life as possible, to choose her own destiny. The only exceptions being that she goes to school, make friends like a normal child, and that she learns to fight and defend herself. To ensure her safety, Bruce would often keep an ear open for rumours of cultist activity and investigate them. If proven true, he showed them what it meant to be the slayer of their goddess. So, that's generally what we're getting up to. I've got little bits here for what he's doing with the caravan, but I can sort of work them into whatever work he's doing here. So, he wakes up this morning, and I would say it's probably another rough night, if indeed Nadalia is having nightmares. And he wakes up, he's not had much sleep either. He reaches his chest with the scar that he showed to Jasmine runs from here right across his torso down to his hip. It's from one of the blows that the Mother of Dragons had landed on him. Every now and again, it's not necessarily painful, but irritated, tender. It happens every now and again. And it fades quite. He go days, weeks, nothing going on. But then other times, it's almost livid. Another day's work. Right, get up. He gets up. He gets himself dressed, sorts himself out. He goes by the Dahlia's room. He just opens the door a little bit just to see if she's actually asleep at this point. Because he's just going to let her sleep a bit longer. He doesn't say anything, he just opens the door a little bit.
Mickey, stealth check.
Stealth check. Here we go. Ooh, pretty rune.
So you open the door, just peek in. You see her there. And this is, I guess, after you kind of calmed her down from her already a nightmare fit that she was having. That's why you.
Yeah, like
you
it happened
hide
during
out.
the night. It's the morning now, and it's like
Yeah.
he said he's not slept much because she hadn't any, so it's she's asleep now.
She seems to be just sleeping soundly.
She can sleep a bit longer. He closes the door. Right. He goes to the teleportation circle, and I'm going to say there's already some people there waiting. There's craftsmen, hunters, as well as some people who are just looking to actually leave, to move. Right, excellent. You're all here. Alright, step in a circle, There's about maybe a dozen people. Okay. Are you ready? This is... He
this gonna
talks to
hurt?
people one. No, certainly not. And he looks at the people who are looking to move. So they've got they've got their bags with them. So, last chance. It's a long walk back from Cloakwood.
Let's do this.
Righto. And however the teleportation circle works, Bruce kind of, and then it works because he doesn't know how it works. Still doesn't. And we go to Cloakwood, and imagine it's like right in the center of the place, and we just appear. Ah! Did I tell you it'd work? Right. Where the devil is? Where is he? He cast thaumaturgy on his dog, just starts bellowing.
And then he'll just wake up for a strong. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. Oh,
I know you don't need to sleep. Where are you?
is everything all right? Yeah, it's an old friend of mine. Stop. Fuck. All right. And then he'll just step outside his hut and he'll be like, "Jeez, Bruce."
Harold, you son of a bitch! And he goes towards you, and he goes to give you a handshake, but then it's a trick, and he gets you in for a big hug.
It's good to see you too, man. And then Valkyria's like, hello there.
Right, excellent. Look,
Oh,
I brought some people. We have these fellas here, hunters, help you out with teaching folk to look after themselves. Craftsmen, primarily with wood. Bit of stonework. You're a stonemason, aren't you? Yes.
Thank you, Bruce.
Yeah, I can work.
We have one stonemason.
Oh, that'll be very helpful indeed. And then Valkyria's like, I'm guessing you're one of his friends. Hello, I'm Valthira Duskwillow. It's a pleasure to meet you. Oh,
You're the Valthira Duskwood.
The Valthira Duskwood.
yeah.
It is an absolute pleasure to meet you, my lady. He takes his hand very gently, both hands. It's an absolute pleasure.
Wow, a lot more city-oriented. Okay, anyway, it's always nice to meet a friend of Harold's. And it's like, yeah, this is one of the, my good friends from the Caravan of Chaos ones who I told you about when you asked about, everything else. How's Nadalia doing, by the way?
She's doing. Actually, there is a thing I would like to talk to you about. It might consider a few things. He turns to the other people and says, right, listen, you lot, craftsmen, you know what to do. Get cracking.
You may want
know what
to... There's a lot more open field to the south, but, anywhere that's a bit open, you're welcome to use as space. And then they'll see a sign that says, the wooden sign that just says, "Welcome to Emerith, where one can take an emerald breath of freshness in the dark."
My goodness, I know for a fact, Harold, you did not write that.
No, I did not. The handwriting is actually way better than I could pull.
No. It's far too poetic for it to be you.
That is also true. Anyway, and then you'll see Valthera. Hold on, I got some beverages, some teas, and then.
Valthera, dear, we've got two families here. They wish to move to here, so here they are.
Hey, Tormund, and you'll see this other dwarf that's a lot older. It's not the same one. And
damn! I got my hopes up for a second there.
And then she'll be like, could you help them maybe work on some basic huts and they can upgrade it? It'll be a bit rough.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's going to be a little rough. Sure.
I'll be out to help you. I'll also help.
No. I'll be able to manage. It'll be alright.
I'll say Bruce will then speak to Tormund in Dwarvish, and he'll go. You're clearly a man who knows his way around some building tools.
Oh, I've been doing it all my life. Yes.
I can tell.
5 years. I'm getting a little old now.
You look barely a day over 200, sir.
You're too kind.
Oh, now he's not grumpy. Huh.
Yeah, he immediately brightens up. He's like, because you don't know what they're saying. You see this old dwarf. Imagine
Yeah, I
he
know,
looks
right?
like a chunk of granite all the time. Suddenly smiles. You're like, oh fucking hell.
Anyway, and then Valthera will be just talking to the two families and basically saying, we tend to, stick to around here. The south is perfectly nice, although it does get a bit dark up north. Some squirrels tend to freak out. Don't be shy, they're weird. And then, as they're talking,
Harold, can we walk, please?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I just got done clearing the west earlier of some other pests. Anyway, you can tell something's on your mind.
Yes. Not been sleeping much recently. Last long while, actually. She has nightmares. Not infrequent. I don't know if I told you before, even before the cult got their hands on her. Prior to before we met you and Yagu. Do you know how I never told you how I found her?
Not
found
specifically.
We found her heart in a manor being run by another cult, funnily enough. Jackal Wears Lycans were in charge. Shah followers, I think. From what writings we'd found there, Nadalia had been an important figure in the Sharan faith, and she turned her back on them. And that did not end well, and apparently they spent many, many years trying to bring her back as another Sharan. And anyway, there's all that. What happened recently? I'm. By the way, then he shows that the scar again. This is not actually faded at all.
Yeah, scars tend tend to last, and judging by the one who gave that to you, as just her way of being a sore loser.
Very
And,
so. It's
as for
fine.
the
It's sorry. Carry on.
no, I'd rather hear what you have to say before I
I,
give any.
it's not particularly painful. Just some I go for weeks. There's nothing. There's nothing there. And then other times it's raw, irritated, tender. Just positively livid at times. Don't know if it's happening more often, but hope not.
Well, with all that you've been through, even when I've known you, you are very tough to kill.
I
Even
know
when
you've tried. He slaps you in the back.
you're really not gonna let that go, are you?
No, no, I'm not. It's the one thing. It's the one thing I have over you, and trust me, I'm going to use it.
Fair enough. I used to have nightmares too, a long time ago, and I wish I could give some simple answer like, oh, you just get over it or this and that. But the truth is that everybody who goes through what people like us have been through, you work through it, but that doesn't mean that it has to be just on you or just on the person going through it. So
It's part of why I'm here, actually. Wish I could say I'm just here to reminisce, but I've done some reading. Look, don't laugh. I read. He knows you weren't even your face had not changed. You're just saying that, but Lamias live a very long time.
I don't think Errol would know, so Errol would just ask.
Well, Bruce did some reading. You found out is it, and above game I have too. Is it? And from what I can tell, Nidalia is a particular kind of Lamia, more powerful one, more long-lived one than regular ones. Apparently, regular ones they have the bodies of lower half of lions, of some kind, or like large cats. The more important ones, serpents. But hey, Cisco.
Hey, Cisco.
Yo,
This is good.
hello. Sorry for being so late. A lot of things going on, but yeah, all good. Loving the good story though.
But yes, but Lamias live for centuries. Several centuries.
Oh,
Yes. What I'm saying is, by the time I'm dust in the ground, she will have several of my lifetimes ahead of her. My intention is that she'll be fully equipped to deal with whatever she can. But I'm also aware she's going to be growing up amongst short-lived people. Came to ask you that when that happens, could you just be there for her? I don't know, whatever way, in whatever's appropriate, yeah. Just be there. I don't know about changelings like Ziggy or whatever ruin situation. To put it mildly, between you and ruin, I'd pick you every day of the week. All right.
understandable. I mean, yeah. I mean, look at what I got going on here. Clearly, So, anyway.
Yes,
I
just I don't know what it would look like. You just be there for her. Friend, mentor, whatever.
I mean, that sounds like a very good ask, and it's the least I can do to pay you back for helping me with Max Horrigan. And plus, from the time that we have interacted, the very short period that I have seen and known her, she seems like a good kid.
She is. Full of questions, full of doubts, full of vigor, and a lot of hurt still, working through it.
Well, in that case, as someone who's been packed with so much pain that they forgot to feel anything else for a while, this is her home too.
I knew it went without asking, but it's still good to hear.
Of course. But to answer your request, Count Moonbear, doing a fake bow.
Son of a bitch.
I'm not gonna let that one go.
Of course you're not.
Yes. To answer your question, Nadalia Moonbear, more than welcome in Cloakwood in my home at any point, whether you're gone or not. And
Thank
I
you.
will be around to make sure that she can stay equipped to make her choices.
That's all I want for her. Her own destiny.
Now, we can get back. I mean, Valthera, she does make a great tea, surprisingly. I'm
I
actually a little
would
bit weirded
love
out.
some tea. I think
Yeah.
be here for about a day, then I'll make my way to Candlekeep and take the shortcut back home.
Yeah, she found this sap, which is exactly like honey, by the way. And then you're just walking back with.
That's like honey. I have to try this out. And I imagine they have tea together. Bruce will spend the day there chatting with Errol,
Yep.
getting to know Varathea, and then
Yeah.
so Varathea, you'll see. He'll look to both of them and go, "Listen, frankly, I think you do better. Have you
Errol
met
just
this?
raises his eyebrow.
Have you met this man? He's a mess."
Oh, I'm very good at cleaning up things.
Jolly good.
And Errol
Errol.
just looking at her with one eyebrow raised.
Harold, you're punching above your weight. I want you to know that.
Always have, always will, my friend.
Yeah, spend the day just chatting up and help pitch. Bruce will be pitching in as well. Whoever needs help. He's not quite as good as Harold, but he's pretty good outdoorsman. So, and imagine that in the evening or the day after, he'll say his goodbyes. He'll then head to Candlekeep to borrow their teleporter because. Imagine at this point you would then talk to Ziggy. You say, "Hello, here for the teleporter," and we'll let Luke do that if he wants to when it's his turn, when he's here. And he's back in Lockwood Keep. And so there's two little things I'm hoping to do. He wants to check in on Nadalia, and then there's a bit he'd like to do with Ruin and Yagu.
By the time you
So-
come back to the keep itself, it's probably like late afternoon. And as you arrive, you see her. She's just finished lunch. She's just sitting there reading books. She's actually in your father's room, his office.
Like a study.
Yeah, study. She's just she's not reading like sitting there reading loads of things. She just picked up a book and she's just kind of sitting there, kind of reading. She kind of looks around and she goes, "So this is the room your father worked in, right?"
This is it. Haven't really come in here much.
Well, I guess you will be if you have a lot of things to now sort out. And she points towards the corner, and there you see on the wagon that you traveled from Neverwinter, Alfred stacked like crates full of paperwork that need to be.
Bruce covers his face and then looks at it through. Just peeks through his fingers. It's like, I've been trying to put that off.
Yeah, I mean, I literally have 4 telegrams that an owl brought in today, so I think maybe.
Right.
Yeah. It might be-
Right.
it-
Although, it not in here. And he picks up the crate. Just not in here.
Alright.
He just finds another room somewhere. He sets the crate down. He starts looking through the letters and. Right. I know Mo. Did you have something planned with these letters?
Nope.
Okay. He just as he's going through them, and I'm assuming the Dahlia is still there. So,
Mhm.
Dahlia, dear, Never did follow up on that conversation. It's been a little while. That's I just wanted to ask.
About what conversation?
Outside the cathedral in Neverwinter.
Oh, yeah. Mm. How much do you believe in Saloon? And her purpose?
A purpose?
Yeah.
Well, let me just have a quick check of what Saloon is all about, because that's what you'll open up with. Like her portfolio, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
A purpose. Well, I know that she's the goddess of the moon, navigation, wanderers, quest seekers, lycanthropes. I know that she is in direct opposition to Shah, endless night. She is a bringer of hope. Although, looks like you're not asking that, are you?
No. I'm more focused on what she asked of you. What she did to you.
I see. So to unpack. Well, when you first came barreling into my life, I wasn't actually a follower of Saloon, at all.
Mm-hmm.
I was also a very different person. I was of put it short, I was of two minds, shall we say, for quite a long time. There was these clerics in this town called Merrin.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember, but how much do you remember of your life prior to, well, you know?
Like, what do you mean?
Prior to Tiamat, how much of it do you remember?
There are gaps, I can tell you that. There are moments where I feel like my memories are a little jumbled. The earliest that I remember, it's not more that I remember, it's more like a feeling, you know?
Feelings are strong. That makes sense. I'll try my best to fill in what I know. 2 years ago, when I and the rest were still seekers working for Candlekeep, there was a different group of us then. In fact, just me and Aki are the only ones left from that. We were sent to locate a missing book. We discovered it had been stolen. The trail led to this manor full of these people, and it turned out they were all jackalwares, lycans. I think they're all Sharon worshippers. After we dealt with them, I went to downstairs, what was a ritual room of some kind. There were some treasures there, books, talking about, let's say a leader, but an important figure within their sect. And there was a small, desiccated heart in the center. I picked it up on a whim. This might be a useful reagent we could sell. Anyway, it turns out that was you.
Oh wait, you were gonna sell me?
You weren't even you then. I'm not entirely sure how it worked. According to their writings, though, you had been an important figure within their sect of Sharon Church or whatever you call it, and you turned your back on them to follow the Saloon, which I found fascinating. If anything, it shows just how willful you were, even in a prior lifetime.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe in my previous lifetime, I kind of maybe push that away.
Yes, but I also know that that's not you anymore. You're your own unique person now.
Nidalia, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Does she have you
As you
statted her?
feel, as you feel like a million kind of memories like shove in and out of consciousness.
Hang on a second. I did make a stat block on a whim for her with a.
yeah, you're on.
I have
Yeah.
something.
So yeah, you can roll.
Fuck. Okay, I need to find it though. Give me a second.
Curious. Is she proficient in wisdom saving throws?
This is the cleric version of her. So
Yeah.
yeah, depending on how, because I kind of feel like she is something that you guys have made, so you can generally pick where she goes with this. Okay, wisdom saving throw. Here we go. She's current level 3 on this. That's a 14.
It's pretty good.
Well, that's pretty good. Good, yeah. If it's okay, Mo, can I take
Go,
it?
go.
As you, Nidalia, within your own mind, you start remembering all these things. You, Bruce, realize that Nidalia, for a second, just closes her eyes in a weird, not like she's under any effect of something, it's just overwhelming what she sees. And in a slow motion, she relives hundreds of lives that she's had. The curse. How in desperation, knowing that Shar will never get anywhere to anyone, one of her lives, in the first life, eventually after being forced into the cult of Shar, she, towards the end, decided that she had enough and started to make a prayer that filled her heart with joy, the first prayer to Selûne, the enemy and sister of Shar. And in that moment, as the joy and goodness overtook her, there was also a crack somewhere within her, as Shar cursed her forever, to relive lives over and over, always with the same ending, dying unfairly.
I imagine this
And
is
she's
where-
just like, in terms of narrative, she will take damage. There's no point to say how much. So she just takes like some psychic damage, like a spike of guilt, and it's also confusing at the same time. It's just she doesn't even fully comprehend the whole thing.
I mean, she's been having nightmares, and I imagine these glimpses of all this keep coming back, because there's a lot of baggage there. She's sort of like, I imagine she's grasping her head, is leaning over, and Bruce, oh, there. I'm sorry. I can't imagine how much there is to unpack with all that. It's impossible for me to know, for anyone to know. But it's something that I truly believe, and this is not Selûne speaking, this is nothing else, it's just me. You have to work through the hurt. You can't just smother it down, you can't just pretend it's not there. How you feel is valid. I can only promise to protect you from that ever happening again.
I don't think you can protect me, Bruce, from that.
Not from yourself, no. But from anyone who would try and do the same thing to you again.
I'm not expecting anyone to do what happened to me happening again. I think that chapter's over. But there's this one chapter that's always playing. And it's always there that I can't get past.
And which one is that?
That I'm a cursed child. That I don't belong anywhere.
With his hand, he lifts her chin up. You know, for half of my lifetime, I had nowhere to belong either. I understand. Maybe not. It's not the same as what you have had to experience, but I understand a bit of it. If you remember Aki, well, there's a unique case for you. He was raised by a halfling in a traveling carnival, basically. Or at least it seemed like a carnival. Oh, bloody hell! Look, Adele, you really have to get your cats under control.
Oh, that's Ruby. Sorry, she likes to stay with me all the time.
I suppose she's quite adorable. Anyway, they found him on the side of a road. An abandoned child. Barely an infant. Thank you, Ruby. I have learned and truly believe that you make a home for yourself. And Ruby, you're really ruining the moment here. And for as long as you need to figure that out for yourself, this is your home. You always have a home here. I just want you to live as normal a life as possible. Make friends. Meet people. That's all I want for you. And to learn how to fight, because that's important.
In all my previous lives, after I shunned Shar away, I was succumbed to a death. A horrible death. And in that death, my heart was always ripped out. I'm scared that that's going to happen again. I don't think you're going to be around when it does.
By the time I'm not around, Natalia, there won't be a soul who could do that to you. But just so you know, I do keep in touch with the rest of the caravan. Aki did mention a couple of things you'd mentioned to him in Neverwinter. Chatting about destiny and what such things.
Mm.
I just want you to know, I think destiny is a load of bollocks. It wasn't destiny that I found your remains in that shithole manor overrun with jackal wares. I think it was... I don't know if this helps, but I think it was just blind chance. We found this place, this market, a mobile market. I was going to sell your heart as a reagent. Something changed. I felt something from it, from you. Not from any goddess. No, not from any goddess. From you.
But what if I was a proxy of Saloon? What if this is what she intended?
I think gods, like people, intend a lot of things. Last time I checked, Tiamat intended a lot of things.
Do you
The
think?
point is... Oh, sorry, I interrupted you.
Well, we know Tiamat's intentions were bad. What about Saloon's intentions? Are they truthful? Are they honest? Is it best? Is it she's thinking about the best for her believers, her world, the world itself? Or is there more selfish reasons behind it? Would you even continue believing in her if there was? Do you really
If
want
they
to
were
know the
selfish.
answers?
I think you know by now that I would want those answers.
Have you
But
asked?
so far she's not given me reason to doubt. She was one of very few individuals who had belief in me when I had given up on myself. And when I say given up on myself, I had given up on myself after you were stolen from me. It wasn't until after that I began believing. But there were others who believed in me before she did. She's important to me. But you might be surprised to know she's not the most important thing to me.
Oh yeah, what's the most important thing to you?
Well, one of those people right at the top of the tree is quite
Aki.
close by.
Aki. It has to be Aki.
He's pretty close, but he's very, very close to the top. The person I'm thinking of is a little bit closer to me right now.
Closer.
Maybe
Alfred?
about a meter. No, about a meter away from me. Ruby, you're ruining the moment. Fucking hell.
Ruby?
No, she's... No. I went to hell and back, literally and metaphorically, for you. I would do it again. My friends and brothers went with me.
I don't know how I'm ever going to, let alone repay you, but repay the rest
No,
of
no,
the,
no, 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 no.
rest
No,
of
no,
the
no,
caravan.
don't.
Like,
Family carries no debts.
I don't know about that. I mean, Ruin's very a person that's always wanting things because we've done something for the money mostly. It is.
Ruin is a unique case.
And yeah. Okay.
Right, fine. Let me make this a bit more clear. There are no debts with me.
I just want you to be careful. You are opening up a belief to those around you that is true to their eyes. But I don't know if it's really true to you. Really true to... What I'm saying is that I don't trust her. I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize to me. I don't expect you to follow any god or goddess you don't want to. Did you think I was going to drag you to church? I'm not even a member of the church, Natalia. And I don't wish to be. What do you want to do? Do you even know?
I want to find my own adventuring party. Go out. Look for my own purpose. And yeah, that's kind of what I want to do.
Okay then. And if you do change your mind and want to do something else, that's also okay. There's no rush.
Wait. Yeah, there's no rush. She gets up and walks over to a bunch of papers and picks it up and puts it in front of her. She kind of starts reading through them.
Dahlia, dear, I think it's getting a little bit late. I do appreciate your help, but you have school tomorrow.
What? When was I enrolled into school?
Yesterday. I made sure someone did it when I was away.
Oh, okay.
And no daughter of mine is going to be late for school. Go on, go.
Alright. She kind of goes up to you, gives you a kiss on the forehead, on the side of the forehead, and then she just slithers away outside. But something in that conversation, make an insight check.
I'm going to use an inspiration point for this.
Go for it.
Inspiration. 15. Do you want me to roll a deception for her?
No.
Is she hiding something?
She's
Okay.
not hiding anything. It's just the insight into the whole conversation. Bruce, looking at the paper of work in front of him, reading through it as best as he can. Slowly, his kind of, I guess, dyslexia hitting him with words
Yeah, he's got to
jumbling.
keep going over and over again.
Over
Oh, god
and
damn
over.
it. He get some paper to straighten up the lines.
Yeah. You stop and then you just look back towards the door where she kind of slithered away. And something about that conversation felt almost dreadful. You don't know if it's dreadful in the sense of like her thoughts were wandering far beyond of what you think that they were thinking, especially when she was holding her head and you constantly notice her night terrors, or yeah, it may not be telling you everything, or she may not know that what is happening to her, but she feels something as well looming within her, and you don't know if it's this change of power that she is gaining. Is there another influence that's influenced, like something from far beyond? And then you think to what she just said. Do you truly trust Selu?
He would think to himself, in number one is, well, whatever's going on with her, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But then when it comes to Saloon, he does think, he goes, so holds his ring. Saloon, I do trust you. You've not given me reason to doubt you. This thing goes both ways. You've believed in me. I believe in you. We give each other reason to. It's maybe a bit too transactional for yourself, but I don't know how else to put it. You do have my belief and faith. Hello again, Ruby.
And as you sit down, carry on writing. Was there anything else Bruce wanted to do after this, or was this all?
I want to do something with Ruin and Yagu. It should be a quick one.
Okay. As you sit there, well, sorry, let me just finish this.
It's this. It's going to be this same night that
Okay.
there's
Then
a
carry on.
thing going on here.
Yeah, carry on.
The wardens, if you work with me on this one, have discovered some whispers of a cultish nature. There is a tavern in one of the communities where apparently some suspicious people have been meeting. Reason to believe that they might be coming here because, well, their goddess isn't really speaking to much anymore. They may have gotten wind that one of her enemies is here. But this very same night, he had invited Ruin and Yagu to come and see the place. So he goes. It's about that time now. He goes to the teleportation circle. All right, let me see. 3, 2. We're looking at its non-existent watch because that's not been invented yet. And 1. Does it work?
Just this.
Dexterity saving throw. No, I'm joking.
And you're
Like as you start
immediately-
walking towards the circle, like inspecting, does it work?
What the hell is going on? Then you both appear and you kind of get knocked backwards from this enormous turtle.
Is this thing on?
And it was Ruin as well.
Ruin and Yagu, yes.
So you're expecting Yagu and Ruin, like two humanoids to be there, but what appears is a Kaigu and then a dragon form of Ruin fitting and encompassing the whole of this room, squishing you
Yeah.
against the door.
Bruce is just like pressed against the door where there's like a window, just like.
Yagu, you've got your shell in my ribs.
Stop slapping you.
You
Polymorph!
Ruin.
Damn it! You know how big this room is? It's not big enough for you!
Ruin will transform back into his human form. You know I hate being in this form. You know I hate it. What?
It's a small
Like
room.
a building. Like we had this conversation last time when we.
You
went
couldn't
to
write
hell.
to us and tell us before?
What? You're going to get teleported to the teleportation room that you've used before?
Well, we
How are you both
used
doing,
it,
by the way? It's
yeah.
good to see you.
Doing great, but
Could be
I'm running
better.
short on money.
Well. Actually, I'd like you both to come up for some drinks tonight. Now's as good a time as any.
Are there going to be jewels?
I think so. And
You think
as
so,
he
or
wa-
you know?
As he,
Paul.
we're already walking there. And sorry, Yagu, I asked for some craftsmen to make the doors a little bit wider, but you might still have to turn. Actually, turning's not. You're 10 feet tall and 10 feet wide. Damn it! I have to get them back here again.
I'm gonna whisper to Yagu. Hey, the rolling pins are that way.
I don't need those anymore. I'm a big boy now.
Okay.
He takes you so maybe a 15-minute walk, and we get to the tavern. It's getting a bit darker now. There's a few people going back and forth, and Bruce is not wearing his usual shirt. He's wearing like an open vest essentially, so you can see the tattoo and that big livid scar down his front. And we go and say, "Now I've heard this is quite a good place for a few drinks," and he'll open the door and imagine it's relatively quieter than it should be for this time of night. And Mo Cisco, I'll let you decide how many people are there and such. And the tattoo is on full display. Come in. Grab a seat. Yagu, grab 2, 3, 4. Grab 4 seats.
I brought my own, and like from his back of holding this is like very long. No,
A bench.
one of the seats that you can fold out. He just sits on that. So it's like one of those beats, but it's ridiculously big out in size.
Is that custom made?
Well, kind of. I made it myself.
Quite a craftsman.
Took me only 2 full days.
Impressive.
Not bad at all.
Barkeep.
Yes. You see this gentleman come over. What can I get you?
Give us a. I'm buying tonight, gents. Round of ales for the 3 of us, please.
And one of everything on the menu.
Right. Okay. You see him kind of go back, but he looks towards this group of 6 people that are kind of huddled together, and they give you. Their eyes are squinted to the point. They've got this threatening look as they look up and down and at your tattoo.
So he turns around on the stool. He sort of leans back against like the bunker with an ale in hand. Says, "Oh boys, it's good to see you both again, especially after our last big adventure."
You mean when we went in to go steal more gold from the horde?
That was a
I
small
think
one.
he means about the other one, you know, the...
The big one.
Oh, are you talking about the one where we killed Tiamat?
Right to the point then, are you, Ruin? I turn
Well,
Oh,
around.
I
I-
wouldn't
you
call
see-
it
you see some of
killed,
the
it's more of
stools.
absolute
Yeah.
disaster.
Yeah,
yeah,
and you can
I'm
say
paying
that
attention to all them.
the stool flips awake as they all kind of stand up and start.
Yeah, imagine someone goes to the door and locks the door or something. Bruce is pretending not to notice them, and imagine there's a person sitting next to him who's also kind of glaring at him. And he's "What's the matter? What's the matter, lad? You look a bit grouchy. Something on your mind?"
We're not sharing our food with you.
Make an intimidation check.
Oh, me. Okay.
Let's go.
12.
You could. I mean, we have like 3 more group inspirations, dude. If you just want to just get them.
Oh.
Yeah, burn 'em.
Just use
I mean,
them all.
he's not necessarily trying to be intimidating. I'll use one of them. Yeah, it's just more. That's pretty good. Like he's being outwardly friendly, but he's like, "What's the matter? You look a bit grumpy." In fact, he looks around. "What's the matter, boys and girls? You all look a bit frustrated." He takes a swig.
You look to turn to the right, and you see the barkeep already left the building from behind in the back door.
But what, my food?
So some of the the people that are in here kind of look at the situation and follow suit and leave, going to the back of the kitchen as well, leaving just you and the several people around as they say, "So you are the ones that did the deed."
Oh,
First, I told you to wait until we got home.
Well. doesn't
Oh, he
matter now.
means the part where we absolutely annihilated the 5-headed thingy. What's it called? Disappointment.
You know,
It started with a
I'm
D.
not, I'm not sure I
Easiest thing.
remember. Ruin, do you do me a favour? Because I know there's food in the kitchen. Could you go through the kitchen and lock the back door?
I don't even think they're gonna make it to the back door, Bruce.
I don't know if they want to. I don't think they want to leave. What about it, ladies and gentlemen?
And what will happen is, well, this is unexpected, but this is what will happen. You stand up as they draw their blades and knives, weapons, and you.
Bruce is still sitting down, and then he's like, "Yes, Ruin. Go lock the back door."
Ruin,
All right.
as you
Thank
kind
you
of
very much.
scoot up, to kind of get up.
He downs his pint.
You're downing your pint. The whole area begins to shudder and shake. Everyone in the room is kind of spooked, and so are you for a moment, because the whole ground begins to kind of vibrate and shake for a moment before you see this light coming from the window, and then an impact. The whole building is destroyed. I need the 3 of you to give me dexterity saving throws.
Am I in another building that's been blown up? Really?
Or
Really?
At least you're next to Yagu.
Ah,
that's it.
right.
I'm gonna.
I might
steal
as
an
well use it.
inspiration.
Do I get advantage
That's
on this
because
one?
I rolled it. Oh yeah, we get advantage for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically, pieces of wood falling on top of us. You're like, "Whoa,
Right,
look
an
at the
18
way."
plus... Was it plus 4?
Yeah, +4.
22. Okay, I got 22.
22.
Okay. You all
18.
saved. What's the lowest roll?
18 for me.
18. 18 fails. So just a heads up on
Oh, I failed as well then with an 18. I thought Yagu got 16 and I got 18 and... Well, I failed.
Oh no, you
Well,
got
you're
you got
Oh, I got
20.
20. No, you're right. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
20.
ignore me. I got 22.
Y-
Yep,
yeah,
I got
you-
22.
Okay, so Yagu fails, everyone else succeeds. Is that right? What did Ruin get? 22 as well. Okay.
22 as well.
Okay, so Yagu, you take 134 points of bludgeoning damage.
What the fucking hell? I
other
just
two?
wanted to have a. I just wanted to paste these some bandits. I wasn't cultists. I wasn't. Oh fuck. Okay,
Well,
carry on.
And then the two of you take half that damage, so 67.
Yep, 67.
I will decide to
okay.
use my reaction to reduce the damage by half by using
To
Mossy.
rage.
Yeah,
Oh,
do that.
never mind.
You can't, I don't think you can rage the reaction, but okay.
No. As the impact really it just kind of disappears, you see all the cultists dead, just wiped out. There's nothing there. There is this big gash on the ground of an impact, and as you kind of get up in the distance, you see some purple flames afoot in the distance. And as you kind of get up to kind of stand up, you see that an Illithid ship had crashed into the forest.
We saw these
Bruce,
fuckers.
this is a bit overkill, don't you think? I thought we were just gonna teach them a small lesson, like
Yes, I only came here to paste these fools. What the hell
it's
is that?
impressive that you managed to orchestrate
Ruin-
this, but a little warning next time.
Ruin's hands are glowing. He's gonna use 67 points of lay on hands, and he's gonna say, "We saw those. We saw those in the in Tiamat Horde. They were collecting
They-
the gold too.
I never got that far. What the hell are they? What is this?
The tentacle things.
What?
I forget what they're. The Illithid.
Oh,
Illager?
wait, give me one moment, and he will blow the sending stone. Hey, Harold. Wait, Bruce, where are we now?
Yeah.
Lockwood County.
I'm
Local county, there are, those tentacle creatures, what were their names again?
And then you'll hear in the background, is everything alright? Yeah.
Mind flayers.
Yeah.
Come
I
back to
believe
bed.
Yagu, those things were. You said tentacles. You're talking about the things that killed Aki that one time in the Shadowfell a while back. Because those are mind
Same
flayers.
things that we met, when we went to the teleportini.
Yeah,
The
those are
same
mind
things
flayers.
you actually were at some point
Yeah.
because you got transformed into them, and that's how you started the whole thing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no,
no,
thank you,
that's
that's all I
true.
needed to know, and he
Yeah.
puts the phone away, I guess.
Fucking-
Yeah, I know these creatures,
Middle of the night.
those are not fun, so we should go now.
Called mind flayers.
Yes.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is a mind flayer? The name is ominous.
Oh, they're like a 3.
I'd rather have Tiamat be back right now.
You're kidding.
Immediately, you guys all feel this screeching pain in your mind as the whole ship in front of you is almost the size of your house. By the way, the keep itself that's crashed
dear.
down in here. You begin to hear 1,000 cacophonies of not 1,000, but many cacophonies of noises in your mind. And as you stand up to see whatever this thing is, you know it's bad news. And we will stop the session here and come back to that in another one shot in the future. And go
One of our
from there
epilogues
with
is
you
a
guys.
fucking one shot.
yeah, a bunch of one
Let's
shots.
go!
The Book of Many Endings,
Yeah,
come
Book
on,
of
with
Many
the Candlekeep Mysteries.
Yeah.
Fucking go!
Next week
Oh,
we'll
my brain
we'll
hurts.
come to Yagu and see what he wants to do and where he kind of goes from there, and then we'll hopefully have Luke back and we'll conclude the final member of the Caravan of Chaos and his epilogue. But until then, thanks for watching. Have a great week. Stay magical, and we'll see you then. Take care. Bye bye.
Yeah. Good night.
Bye.
Take care. Thank you.
Good night, everybody.